Good morning, North Nation. Great to be with you on this Wednesday. Super excited to visit with you guys, as always, about the program and what's going on. We're hitting the midpoint in the season, so we're excited kind of where we're at. Well, we've had kind of a little winning streak rolling right now, so we're playing well. Last week, our JV and C team had huge wins on Monday against Ray Peck, and so we got a big game this week with our freshmen tonight, and our 8th grade is currently undefeated. So a lot of good things going on in the program. Excited about where we're headed as always, and just going to continue to work to try to get better. So with that, we're going to open it up for questions.
Okay, with Zamar having 4 touchdowns in the first half last week, how does having a reliable running back who will give you multiple touchdowns a game affect the offense and the rest of the team?
Yeah, Zamar's done a great job, right? I was actually given the title as a permanent captain last week, so he's done a great job, not only on the field, but just off the field, setting the example for everybody on the team. But he's a weapon for sure, pretty underrated in our estimation. We feel like he's one of the top backs in the city. He can run, he can catch, he's very difficult to tackle, and just does a great job. But, we're also blessed with a couple other good guys. So, Tony Cherry's done a great job, which allows us to kind of keep those guys fresh and do those things. So Zamar continues to work and get better. He's definitely one to keep an eye on.
Staley is 2-3, but no games in this conference are easy. How have you been focusing the team this week, coming off a dominant win last week?
Yeah, kind of the theme I've given them the last couple of weeks is the great teams play forward. And so we've just talked a lot about nothing you've done from this point really matters, and so everything that matters is moving ahead. And so focusing just on today, you guys probably hear me say that each and every week, right? We're just focusing on trying to get better today in practice and get a little bit better tomorrow, and then play the best we can on Friday. And so just really challenging the guys to not look ahead and just focus on the moment. We're not good enough to worry about anybody else but ourselves right now, and so we're really just trying to get the best we can by the time week 10 rolls around for the playoffs.
Staley is obviously battling some injuries right now with their starting QB out for the week. How are you planning to take advantage with that?
Yeah, it's pretty challenging. It's similar to the Lee Summit week. We actually didn't know Lee Summit week that their quarterback was injured, and they kind of gave us a little different look offensively, which kind of gave us some trouble. We've got a little bit better idea this week. Obviously, the quarterback they had, the ball ran through him a lot, and he was a runner, not a big thrower. He could throw a little bit, but that wasn't the main thing he did. The guy they brought in, the second-string guy, he throws a little bit better, so we're thinking the offense might change a little bit. So obviously that's a challenge to try to prep for because you don't really know what you're going to get. But we're just, again, focusing on what we can control, how we can get better, and trying to get our guys as ready as we can.
With this week being homecoming week, it's a great time to highlight all the football alumni who've made an impact on the program. What does having some of them come back this week mean to the team?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Trey Snyder came back last week. Yesterday, we had a couple former players in Coach Jones, Chase Jones, and Coach Davis Rockers that are currently on our staff, and so it means a ton. We've been lucky. Dakota Hanna came back this summer and talked to the guys. Javon Smith came back in the spring, who's at Army, and so we just love it. I mean, I think it's a huge part of what we do, build relationships with kids, build those relationships that last for a lifetime. I say it all the time, the wins and losses are going to come, and we're going to enjoy those and have fun with the season and how it goes, but ultimately we're trying to build better young men, better people, and then hopefully they come back and they still want to be a part of it so they can pour into that next group that's coming through.
Last week, your defense gave up 3 points in the opening drive and then shut out the Ray Peck offense the rest of the game. How will you look to keep this up this week?
Yeah, that defensive group, that Blue Swarm group's a little scrappy group. They're a little bit undersized at times, and they're young, but they continue to get better. And so we're just real happy with the progress they've made. We're going to have another challenge this week, again, not really knowing what we're going to see offensively from Staley. But the guys are starting to understand the concepts of what we're trying to do defensively and how to handle things. We're tackling better. We're getting to the football. We're taking it away. We had some guys step up last week that hadn't played a lot. And that's just a tribute to the work they've done until then. And so just real happy with that group. I look forward to another good night defensively. We take a lot of pride in playing defense around here, and we'll continue to do so.
First of all, happy homecoming week to you.
Thank you, Millie.
You're welcome. So my question today is, if you had to wear a homecoming dress, what would it look like? Give me some details about color.
I knew I would get. I have no clue. It would be very simple. I know that because I am not much of a dress-up person. So it would be a very, very simple dress, although you would never catch me in a dress. So I don't know how to even answer that question. Thank you for that one. North Nation, come on out Friday night, homecoming. coming. Obviously, it's going to be a fun time, great atmosphere. We're super excited about the opportunity to come out. We're going to have a new set of uniforms with the Patrick Mahomes Gladiator series that we're starting up, so that'll be fun. So that'll be a little different look for us. So come out, support us, get loud, and have a great week. War Eagle.